host, Dan Jarrus, and in today's segment, we'll take a look at changing faces of church worship and what certain churches are doing to cope with today's TV-centric culture. We'll also explore how many songs does it take to make a valid worship experience, and we'll take a hard, abrasive look at this man, Ernie Copsticker of Santa Fe, New Mexico, a.k.a. the Pope of Chilitown, who discovered is he indeed a real pope. But first, our first segment. It used to be in this country that Sundays were a time to get together with friends and neighbors, meet at the local church, for social gatherings and worship. However, in today's new world, a new religion is taking the place of this traditional gathering. The Church of the Holy NFL. Our Lady of the NASCAR 500. These are just a few of the new congregations that can be found gathered each weekend in thousands of homes and sports bars, and swimming in cheap beer, pizza, and vomit. What is it exactly about spectator sports that appeal more than boring sermons? Blue-haired old grannies warbling out Amazing Grace? Or these stuffy church clothes? Let's see what these fans have to say.
Sports are exciting. You can't get this excited in church. Instant gratification, I mean eternity. That's a long time, isn't it?
I can worship anytime, but football's only on Sunday. And Monday. And sometimes Thursday. Of course, college is on Saturday and high school's on Friday. But no games Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll do my worshiping then.
What can churches do about this disturbing new trend? Well, we found a church that thinks it had found the answer. We go now to our live correspondent, Lend Me a Buck.
Well, Dave, I'm in the sleepy community of Rio Rancho, New Mexico, where, in just a few short hours, an extraordinary event is going to take place.
Well?
Well, what?
What is it?
Where?
The extraordinary event.
When?
There in a few hours.
Here?
Yes, there.
Well, I'm certainly glad I'm going to be here to see it.
See what?
The extraordinary event.
Which is...
I'm just not following you.
Are you there, Rio Rancho?
Yes?
Are you there to cover the extraordinary event?
I certainly am.
Then tell us the extraordinary event, please.
Of course I can. That's why I'm here.
Well?
Well, what? Oh, the event. Well, it seems a local church has borrowed from the sports world and has taken worship to a whole new level. As you can see behind me, a large crowd is gathering for what can only be described as a no-holds-barred, steel cage match to the finish, a grudge match between the Lifesong Worship Wonders and the Rio West Glory Hogs. Be there Sunday! Sorry. As you can see, there's no shortage of enthusiasm here. I spoke to members of each squad earlier.
Yeah, they're a good team and they're well coached. If we take it one song at a time, give it 110% and worship to our potential, we should be there in the end.
Those upstarts think they can out-worship us. Bring it! Just bring it!
To the usually private lifestyle worship practice. Let's see what they're doing tonight. I understand they're doing something a little new and different. Hey, beat it! I don't want you in here. Go away. Lifestyle veteran Ron Hughes. May I call you Ray? No, my name's Roy. I see. Well then, Rick, it seems in this agent report that the entire premise of your musicality is loosely based on, as Sartre said, an existential display vis-a-vis your percussive influence. That is to say, he performed with a certain bon vivance and frenetic air.
I banged the drums. What are you talking about?
If it is truly a case of tonal transposition, how do you expect to contend with such ethereal stalwarts?
Look, Shorty, I banged the drums.
Well, he bangs the drums. I spoke earlier with team captain Jenny Smith. May I call you Jeannie?
Why not?
Well then, Jane, your sublime rendering of such a masterful composition relates to this reporter as if it were life itself.
I sing real loud?
Well, there you have it. I spoke earlier with Coach Dick McGill. Darryl, in the grand scheme, the chasm between responsibility and malaise is irrevocably tied, it seems to me, to matters of corporeal virtuosity.
Oh, no, on the contrary, these matters are simply spiritual in nature and are designed more as finite solutions to eternal questions.
Okay then. Well, back to you, Dean.
What does all of this mean? I have no idea. But hold on a second. You there, you in the back. Yeah, you. Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Have you been here before?
Well, yes, I'm a regular here every week.
Then why haven't I seen you?
Well, I try to stay in the back, you know, out of the way.
Why?
Well, if nobody notices me, then nobody will expect anything from me, and I don't have to get involved.
But isn't that a big part of worship? That very involvement. Aren't you missing out on a lot?
Well, I suppose, but I'll just be content to be a spectator. After all, you have all these other people here. You really don't need me.
Then why do you come?
Oh, well, for the fellowship.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If everyone treated worship this way, it would truly then be a spectator sport. Coming up next, 3 or 4. We answer the age-old question, how many songs does it take to make a valid worship experience? After these messages.